I'm Sylvie from RCR Wireless. Some of your competitors on the ARM side, like Qualcomm, are integrating baseband onto their chips, and NVIDIA's just bought Icera, obviously with a plan to possibly integrate them in the future. Is that something that Intel's looking at, especially from a Moore's law perspective of being able to cram as much as you can onto one piece of silicon? Does connectivity have a place on the silicon?
Yeah, it's a great question, and we've talked a lot about the importance of, we've kind of used the term multi-comms, right? It's the ability to provide the comms capabilities that allow you to have that connected experience regardless of where you are. And so that may span from Wi-Fi to 3G to LTE or WiMAX, and so we want to be able to support that rich range of connectivity. And so you've seen us make some acquisitions and make some investments along those lines. In terms of system partitioning, it's something that we have been looking at. We'll continue to look at. What we're really going to use to make that decision is looking at the total platform and finding the right balance of system performance, system flexibility, cost, as we make those decisions. But it's something we'll continue to evaluate as we go forward. You're right, we have more and more transistor budget to be able to work with. But we also want to make sure that we optimize to get the best balance of capabilities in the system. We've done this for years in the CPU space around what we want to integrate on the CPU, what we might want to leave somewhere else in the system. We'll make the same kinds of decisions as we go forward.
I was just wondering with the Oak Trail tablet again, how do you, could you say, I know you can't speak for vendors, but what do you think, vendors are going with Oak Trail rather than not just sticking with ARM chips for their tablets?
Well, I think a couple of reasons. And we talked a little bit about earlier the ability to run Windows 7, and I think Doug gave on stage another great example, which was not only Windows 7, but the ability to run, build one hardware platform and be able to run multiple operating systems. So if you want to run Windows, you want to run Android, you want to run Mico, you have that ability to do so. We also have customers that are interested because of their usage environment, but they may need to be able to support more than one OS on a single device. And Doug showed the Evolve 3 example of being able to have 3 OSs on the device, and you can select which one you want to be able to use. And so we certainly see that level of interest. The other is the range of I/O capabilities that are built into the platform. And so I talked about some of these market segments where there's interest in these devices. You have the ability to put a card reader on it, a fingerprint scanner, all those kinds of things that are desired, and because of the flexibility and openness of the Intel architecture allows you to be able to include some of those peripherals for some of those market segments that I mentioned.
Two questions. One related to that multiple operating system question is, will that require a reboot, you believe? And the second question is, you really didn't discuss a graphics roadmap as part of this product. If you could give a little tidbit on that, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
So I'll start with question one. The solution I showed up on stage, the Evolve 3, was a reboot. However, we're working on a lot of technologies with a lot of companies who are working on virtualization technology, which will do similar things to preventing reboot. And so we are fundamentally at the early stages of all this type of tablet environment, transformers, convertibles, all these different devices that Doug showed. You saw the range of devices he showed. You're going to see an evolution and innovation around how do you run multiple operating environments. And so what I showed today was multi-boot, but I'm convinced you're going to see virtualized environments, and that's another great advantage Intel has is our virtualization technology, allowing you to virtualize these environments. And so we're seeing innovation starting to occur in those spaces, as well as passive technology and other things. So what I showed with the I expect innovation to continue to occur, because that usage model is going to be extremely compelling.
And then you asked a question about graphics performance, and I tried to refer to that in pretty much every reference that I provided. As we, as I talked about how we're progressing from 45 to 32 to 22 over time, and the increases that we'll deliver in capabilities in both CPU and graphics performance as well. Because for these devices, and you're all experiencing them either through netbooks or tablets or convertible type of devices is it's that complete user experience, right? It's the ability to have great responsiveness, to have a great media experience, and we need to be able to deliver the level of performance both from CPU as well as graphics, because we want to be able to use both of those capabilities in the system to deliver that experience. So, things like touch responsiveness and the way in which you handle some of these, live windows or live icons, we'll balance between those two capabilities to deliver that kind of performance.